Doki Doki Literature Club. A game. Let me scoot the mic more over there. Alright. A game about reading, and reading. Yeah. And how y'all know, I played Delta Room, a game about only reading and moving around, fighting and whatever. Yeah, so I'm already used to that. So I feel like I'm gonna get really nice with this game, I guess. So Green Eyes is Monica. Forgot what the names of the other ones are, but we'll just put new game. Like, subscribe if you're new, and hope you enjoy me reading. I don't know. If you want more, you know what? Because there's 4 girls, you have 4 likes. I don't know. Let's get it. All right. So question mark. So we don't know who this is. All right. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her hands in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Sayori. Should I give her like a girl voice? Boy, I don't know. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided... Oh, that's not Sayori. Oh, shoot. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me now. Shut up. Say Andy. I don't like... Alright. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Nalvest, call me Andy. Have you decided on a club yet? To join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really... I said that reversed. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I paused. All right, that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oof. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn about to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I... Skip! Woo, we're at school now. If you want to know what she was talking about, she was just worrying about me. We started walking, and we just made it to class. Seconds later, I just made it to class. So the school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pick up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wanted me to check out some clubs. I guess if I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was about to say spacing out. Alright. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you'd know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah. There is no way I'm coming to your club. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. The music left. It's gone. Alright. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. The music came. It was really intense as soon as he said, I saw myself for a cupcake. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glanced around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. You said, Andy. Nah, Kami Noves. Nah, I didn't like it when. Oh, I don't like either way. Now Vest, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escaped me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Okay, so she reminds me of a girl from my school. Me and my friend were at a lunch table, and there was a girl, and he kept staring at her because he finally realized, me too, of course, that there was two of them and they were twins. So we were confused, and Sunny kept looking at her with I would say, a face of disgust of but the face he was trying to put is just a confused face. And he kept staring at her, and she finally said, what are you looking at? And he was like, wait, there's two of them? And he kept staring. And the girl was like, well, if you look at me, you want to fight. And next, a lot of stuff happened in recess. I don't know. Keep going with this. Sorry. Natsuki. Ugh. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, that's her name, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Good thing you told me that, because you were just gonna say that out loud and she wasn't gonna say anything. Come on. Any, anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri. Oh, her name is Yuri? Alright, the purple girl hair. Oh no. The smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who's apparently comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. Well, I said that reversed. To meet both of you. I didn't even say it. I said, okay. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again. Now that... Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. Right. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Alright. As I already mentioned, it's been within so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table tray and hand in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Woo! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes discarded to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first and Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn to the cupcakes around in my fingers looking for the best angle to bite into. I said that reversed. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? No. Made them for you or anything. What was that, though? Haven't I? Oh. Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you now, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki, weird logic, and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places it in a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down. The teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Monica, you remind me of someone. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, you sold yourself for cupcake. Replay that, Andy. You replay that. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun, exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy to make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm convinced, like you forget the S if you want to convince. Alright, that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Alright. That's a lot of girls. Alright. Everyone agrees. Oh shoot, I didn't read it. Alright. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature, a big word. So now, Ves, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read this past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after saying your sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity, craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way of her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in this world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. I don't know if you like a lot of things. Stories with deep physiological elements usually emerge me as well. Emerge. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp I desperately, oh my god, grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I would have expected that, Yuri. I wouldn't expect it. Alright. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you? What? What gives you that idea? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. I looked at like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud." And give that back. Fine. Yeah, I haven't seen Sayuri. I was about to say, your cupcakes are your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Huh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Well, because they're not horror? I already know she likes me, bro. Alright. Huh? Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing the level of reading takes more than just confidence. The trust for form of reading is reading to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerability and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have you written I'm reading it a different way because for me I don't understand because she says, "Do you have reading? Oh, do you have reading experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers." I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We'll all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looks quizzically or quickly, I don't know. Monica, let's all go home, write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is, yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, oops, I never joined the club. A new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Novest? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem, huh? What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of joining a club, I bluntly confront with what's been on my mind in the entire time. I never said I was gonna join this club. Sorry you may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Oh, she mad? They're all sad, except for she's just mad. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, now Vest, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-ahead decision when it's like this? That is with writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Stop saying that. Just stop. Right. Okay, I've made my decision then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super, mad. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. I hope I'm saying it right. Literature Club. Finally, I'm part of it. And that's where we're gonna cut it. 4 likes. Thank you. 4 likes. If you want more. Because there's 4 of them, alright? So yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe if you're new, and just maybe double upload. But just maybe. It's probably not even gonna happen. So yeah. Sorry, might happen, might not. 4 likes if you want more. And you? I still have to play Slendy and FNAF 4. FNAF 4! This time it really is coming out tomorrow. Because I really don't want to play Sister Location or Case Animatronics or Emily Wants to Play. Not right now, I really don't want to. Or tomorrow, I just want to play FNAF 4. I want to feel good about beating Night 2. So yeah, hope you enjoyed and see you in the next one. Peace.